This video is about concavity and inflection point of a graph. Specifically, the following questions will be addressed. Number 1, what is concavity of graph? Number 2, what is inflection point? And number 3, how to find inflection point and concavity of the graph. So let's begin. So what does concavity of graph mean? It means how the graph of a differentiable function bends or turns. That is, where it is concave up and where it is concave down. For example, the graph of x square is a concave up, which is just like a cup in upright position. And the graph of minus x square is concave down, which is a cup in upside down position. Similarly, a graph can be both concave up and concave down, just like the graph of x cube. The portion from minus infinity to 0 is concave down, and from 0 to infinity it is concave up. For concave up, the tangent lines are all below the graph of function. And for concave down, the tangent lines are all above the graph. When the graph is concave down, it means that the first derivative on that interval decreases and the second derivative is negative. That is, first derivative is decreasing on that interval and second derivative is less than 0. For example, consider the same function f of x equal to x square is a parabola opening downward is concave down. It is concave down an interval from minus infinity to infinity because its first derivative, which is equal to minus 2x, is decreasing on that interval. That is, it is going downward as x increases, while the second derivative is negative on that interval. If one of the above condition is satisfied, the other condition automatically gets satisfied. Similarly, when the graph is concave up, it means that the first derivative on that interval increases and the second derivative is positive. That is, first derivative is increasing on that interval and second derivative is greater than 0. For example, consider the same function f of x equal to x square is a parabola opening upward, is a concave up on interval from minus infinity to infinity because its first derivative, which is equal to 2x, is increasing on that interval. That is, it is going upward as x increases, while the second derivative is positive on that interval. Here too, if one of the above condition is satisfied, the other condition automatically gets satisfied. So that was about concavity. Now what is inflection point? It is the point where concavity of the graph of the function changes, that is from concave up to concave down and vice versa. Conditions for inflection point. For a point to be an inflection point, the second derivative either does not exist or is 0 at that point. But the second derivative must change its sign about that point. Sign of second derivative change means concavity changes, because we know that on concave up, second derivative is positive and on concave down, second derivative is negative. So if sign of the second derivative changes, it means that concavity about that point changes. Let's take an example to make things clear. So the function is f of x is equal to x power 4 minus 4x cubed plus 10. So taking its first derivative using sum rule and power rule of derivative, it comes out to be 4x cubed minus 12x square. And again taking its derivative, which is its second derivative, the second derivative comes out to be 12x square minus 24x. So setting the second derivative equal to 0, that is 12x square minus 24x is equal to 0. Taking out 12x as common and solving it for x, the values of x comes out to be x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2. So these are the 2 points at which the second derivative is 0. And there is no any other point at which the second derivative does not exist. Therefore, we will look for inflection point at these 2 points. So moving towards step 2, which is about making intervals based on x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2. So the first interval is from minus infinity to 0. The second interval is from 0 to 2. And the third interval is from 2 to infinity. So these are the 3 intervals because the points we have are 2. If there are 3 points, the intervals will be 4 and so on and so forth. In step 3, choosing one point from each interval. So choosing x is equal to minus 1 from interval 1, x is equal to 1 from interval 2, and x is equal to 3 from interval 3. And the final step, evaluating the second derivative on the chosen points. So evaluating the second derivative, which is equal to 12x into x minus 2 at x is equal to minus 1 comes out to be 36, which is greater than 0. So if the second derivative is positive, it means that on that interval the graph is concave up. So on interval from minus infinity to 0, the graph of this function is concave up. Now evaluating the second derivative at x is equal to 1, it comes out to be minus 12, which is less than 0. So if the second derivative is less than 0, it means that on that interval the graph is concave down. So on interval from 0 to 2, the graph is concave down. Finally, evaluating the second derivative at x is equal to 3, it comes out to be 36, which is greater than 0. So on interval from 2 to infinity, the graph is concave up. So on interval from minus infinity to 0, the graph is concave up, and from 0 to 2, the graph is concave down, and from 2 to infinity, the graph is concave up. So x is equal to 0 is inflection point because concavity of the graph changes, that is from concave up to concave down. So evaluating its y coordinate, the inflection point comes out to be 0, 10. And x is equal to is also inflection point because concavity of the graph changes from concave down to concave up. So evaluating its y coordinate, the inflection point comes out to be 2, minus 6. So we have found what are the inflection points of this function and the intervals at which it is either concave up or concave down. Graphically, the left portion is concave up, the middle portion is concave down, and the right portion of the graph is concave up. X equal to 0 is inflection point 1 and x equal to 2 is inflection point 2. So thank you guys for watching. If the video helped you, give it a thumbs up, comment any question you might have, and don't forget to subscribe for more.